Hi crafters, it's Karen and I have my 13th scrapping off the rack process video to share. I am using the paper pad Watercolor by Craftsmith. I can't remember if it came out this year or last year, but it's gorgeous. I'm sure a lot of you remember this one. It's beautiful. And I'm working with this photo that Joe took. He's been going for a walk every morning, like a 8-mile walk every morning, bless his heart. and he looks great. Anyway, so he's been catching the sunrise every morning. He's been coming home with these gorgeous pictures on his phone of the sunrise. So I'm going to start scrapbooking them. I'm wanting to use some of these mixed media flowers that I had created not too long ago. I just feel like the feel of the mixed media flowers will go with the paper, this paper. And I thought I might use some of those other die cuts as well that I've cut from different Spellbinders dies and such. So first of all, I know I'm going to use this navy blue cardstock as my, to kind of frame out my layout, to put my background sheet on. I just feel like it needed this cardstock to contain the layout a little, And then because this paper is so, it's busy, and it just seems to have so much texture to it, I decided to work with larger layers. I just feel like that was the easiest way to go with some of these prints, these busier textured prints, So I'm working in larger layers. So I'm going to cut this particular sheet down. I have that busy, it's kind of like a boho print underneath there. Now I need something that isn't quite as busy, has a softer look to it, to go on top of it, to layer on top of it. So I'm using this particular sheet and I'm going to cut it down to 8 by 8. I hesitated because I didn't want to lose a lot of that orange color on the bottom of that sheet. But then again, I didn't want to cut out any of that yellow color because it matched the glow of the sun perfectly in my photo. So that's what I did. Now I'm going to edge my sheet here I'm using Crushed Olive Distress Ink by Tim Holtz, and just going around the edge, and then I go around the edge after that one with Ground Espresso Distress Ink, which is my new favorite. I love the Ground Espresso Distress Ink. So for this layer, I'm going to use the Broken China Distress Ink to bring in some of that blue color, because the clouds and the sky in my photo is just that Broken China deep blue color. It's gorgeous. So it worked perfectly. And then I go over it, the Broken China with the Ground Espresso, just around the very edge to give it kind of a burnt kind of distressed edge. And I was going to, spray water on it and have those colors come out with a little bit of a watercolored effect, but there's already a beautiful watercolor effect on these papers as it is, so there really wasn't any need for me to do that. I'm using the orange carved pumpkin distress ink around that other sheet along with the Ground Espresso. Now I'm getting ready to put my layers down, and this layout came together pretty quickly because I knew I was going to work in larger layers. And I think that looks really sweet, and it's going to bring out the colors in my photo real nice, especially since I put the bluer indigo side of that boho sheet more towards the top. I felt like that worked out real well. Now I'm using this floral pattern because I think it's going to bring out my watercolor or my mixed media flowers real nicely. So I knew I wanted to incorporate some of this particular sheet somehow, whether I use it to mat my photo or not. See, that looks good right there. I probably could have left the layout like that and it would have been perfect, but I didn't. I fussy cut that piece that says Sunshine in the Sky, and that was a cut apart from the paper collection, and it's perfect with the deep blue cloud and the sun coming up above it, because that's exactly what my photo is. So I'm using that as an embellishment. I'm just going to play with this layer. I'm trying to decide if I want to leave it as a larger piece or cut it down tight around my photo. So while I think about it, I'm going to add some ground espresso to the outside edge of my mixed media flowers and try to determine where I want to layer them. See, that looks good too. I could have left it like that as well. But I fussed and fussed for a few minutes on how I wanted to do it, and then how I wanted to layer it, and I knew I wanted to use this particular sheet as well with the what do you call that, chevron, watercolored chevron. I think that's so pretty as well, and it has all the colors of my photo in it. That's why I wanted to use it. So yes, every morning Joe comes home from his walk and he's got like 50 pictures of the morning sunrise on his phone. I mean, some of them are just gorgeous. I mean, so I'm going to start a scrapbook. I think you're going to see me create more layouts with more of these photos, and I'm going to make him an album just with these gorgeous pictures of the sunrise. He walks over the bridge that goes over the water onto Hutchinson Island towards the beach, and it's just, the view is beautiful, and with the sun coming up, it's a daily gift, that sunrise, the way it comes over that water, which is what I titled my layout, Daily Gift. So I'm still fussing with this layer, trying to figure out how I want to do it, and then I remembered I wanted to incorporate this particular die. I forgot what this die is called. It's a Spellbinder's die, and you can find it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I believe, but I thought the shape of it would be really cool around my photo, to bring in that circular shape, because my mixed media flowers are also, you know, circular, and I thought I thought it would work real well, and I had cut it in that navy blue color, or is it navy blue? Anyway, that deep blue color, so I felt like it accented my photo really well. Maybe it's not navy blue. It's a deep blue though. So then I decided to go with larger layers underneath my photo as well. And I did put some dimensional foam underneath my photo so that it kind of stood away from the layout, so that it was more prominent. Now I decided to go in the bottom right with these mixed media flowers. I'm going over the edge of them again with the Ground Espresso Distress ink, just so that they work with everything else on the layout, because I used the Ground Espresso on everything else. So I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm just going to put them down. I can make myself crazy trying to arrange flowers. You gotta go with the instinct on that one. When I fuss around too much, it never comes out right. So, and then I wanted to incorporate some leaves. So these are leaves that from Martha Stewart punch. And then I'm going to use this second cut from the Spellbinder die. It also creates a smaller circle of vines. And I'm gonna just put it there, you know, just to tie in the other piece. And my die cut that says Sunshine in the Sky that I fussy cut from the paper collection is going to go there, and it just works perfectly with it just mimics that photo perfectly. And I guess that could have been my title, Sunshine in the Sky, except when I look at that photo, I feel like that sunrise is a daily gift. No matter what's going on from day to day, you know, every morning Joe goes for a walk, and that's what he sees. It's like a daily gift, that gorgeous sunrise. So I decided to go with the second piece in this top right corner of my photo with that smaller vine. I'm just going to fuss with it a bit before I figure out how to lay it. Thank goodness for the fine line bottle. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to add more flowers. I do add these green leaves from the Martha Stewart punch. And I didn't go overboard embellishing this particular layout. I could have used enamel dots or this or that, but I thought less was more. I really want that photo to be prominent and to be the focus. Of course, that's always our point, is we want the photos to be the focus. But I'm using these letter stickers to spell out daily gift, and I don't know why it's black and white. I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong that makes my video turn into black and white. Anyway, that's the title of this one, Daily Gift, and I'm putting in the date, and that's it. So thanks so much for joining me this time around. I really appreciate it, and I am sure I will talk to you soon. If you enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up.